Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and we are going into Uncollected 3.2. This is the Tigra boss. She is a new champ for this month. Seen a few videos on her with their preview and whatever. Her specials look like they are far-reaching. I'm going to go in here real quick with Human Torch, pre-fight enabled. He should just melt her. This is my new rank 3 that I got this week, so we're going to see how he does. I had recorded all my other Uncollected fights live with my voiceover. This is a post-recording. I'm not sure what happened, but when I started recording yesterday, the audio got turned off. So she's got some interesting nodes tied to her. One of the key things is you do have life cycles, so you do have that, which is kind of nice that Kabam put, or not life cycle, life transfer, that they put that in there this month. But she does have some of the nodes that are going to give her some power gain, with the power draw, Bane of Damballa, and the one that was right above that, that's every 7 seconds you get a buff removed and get 50% bar power. So just be really aware of the power gain that she's going to get. I personally had a hard time generally having her to throw her specials. You'll see that in some of the fights, but here we're going to go in with Torch, and it's kind of crazy how this fight went. So pre-fight is on. I'm gonna charge the heavy to get my temperature up and put some long-lasting incinerates on her in the Nova Flame. So she throws a special there. It's not too bad. Got some power sting from it. And kind of slow playing it, and she's not throwing it. I'm like, all right, well, finish her off. So that's kind of crazy. That was super fast. Granted, Tiger is a mystic, but that took 19 hits. That's pretty awesome. So we're going to try a bunch of different options. One option that I did not try was Magic. Magic is in AQ with map 6, Sim Supreme, mini boss, but she would be really good. And also I thought Omega Red would be really good as well, but he's also in AQ, so I didn't use either of those champs. And then you saw that Uncollected offer that comes up every month. It's not the most horrible deal. If you have extra units and you want some 6-star shards, if you're going to need revives and stuff for whatever it might be, it's not the worst deal, but it's not something I've ever gotten. So now we're going to go in with Void. I do have the Killmonger synergy, so I can get a little extra heal when I put a Intimidating Presence debuff on her. But I mean, with life transfer, you can get hit as long as you don't get like L3'd. And you, depending on your champ, you can likely recover from it. So I'm just trying to play a little bit slow here, waiting for the IP debuffs to get applied. There I finally get a Petrify, and then I just get smacked, miss a combo. But I go in there, and then look, boom. You're healing. Granted, that didn't heal a ton, but the fact that you can heal is nice. And so there, Void goes in, and that was the first special that I really had to get away from. I didn't do it, and I got smacked. So I go back in with Killmonger. Killmonger is actually a pretty good option for this, because if you push her to an L3, and she gets stingy with her specials. If you've thrown off an L2 and you still have those indestructible charges, you can basically eat special 3 for free. So that's kind of nice. Here's an L2 that she gets thrown off, and I'm just like, holy crap, it just keeps coming across the board. I get smacked a little bit, but boom, here I'm gonna throw off an L2, get the indestructibles, and then I'm back to full. So it's pretty good option here. She's getting the power gains, but I still have my indestructibles up. There comes that level 2 again. It's like, holy crap, I got tagged right at the end, but I still have the indestructible up. There's a lot to get back from and evade. So I don't know, that's gotta get something. I gotta go into like Masters and Heroic and practice with some champs. But yeah, he gets her down. Life transfer is a big saver here. Again, I'm not sure why Kabam put life transfer on the final Uncollected boss, but they did, and I'm grateful for that. And now I'm gonna go back in. This time, I'm gonna do Domino. And here I have Red Hulk for the Incinerate. I don't have Masakre Massacre on for the extended stun. Didn't feel like that was necessary. Granted, my Domino is a rank 3. She is not duped though, so I don't get the extra critical failure damage. But man, some of the Incinerate damage is huge. I just get tagged again by the special, and I'm just like, whatever. Look at that heal. Just boom, one heavy is 50%, and then one L2 finishes her off. So Domino, definitely a solid option with a synergy. And even without, so long as you're not getting L3'd, big L2 or an L3 from Domino will heal her up with any damage you might have taken. Alright, so here we're going back in. This is the 4th attempt. I'm going to use Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom is just a great counter for this, simply because of his power control. I'm going to use a lot of L1s so that I can just kind of keep her locked down. I think when I do end up pushing her to 2 to 3 bars of power, and that's when I'm gonna throw in the L3 and get that going. Alright, so she is applying those power gain buffs to me, which is going to give her some power gain, and I get smacked here a lot. Doom is very tanky, so luckily he's able to survive my crappy play. But I'm going to throw off the L3, kind of go into that cycle of his after the L3 when he goes into the stun. Gonna push her to 3 bars of power and try to get her up as far as possible and steal her power gain. I only got her up just under, so I'm gonna steal again. And yeah, my idea here was just try to get her under 2 bars, because that special 2, the reach is just crazy. But unblockable L2 from Doom finishes her off, and I was like at full health. So again, life transfer makes this final EQ boss pretty dang easy. It's very forgiving. So we're gonna go in this next one with a champ that I thought would do really well, which is Luke Cage. Luke Cage, with his exhaustion, can help mitigate some of the power gain. And he also has the indestructible, so if you do get smacked, particularly with an L3, it's gonna help you significantly. And needless to say, Luke Cage does the job well, but in this fight, you can see, like, man, I'm not getting any exhaustions. 13 hits in, and I only got 1. I'm almost up to a 20 combo, and I've still only got 1. And I still haven't, 26 combo, still have only had 1. So I'm not sure if she has some ability to help, prevent that. I need to look into it, but there, I got a second one. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to push her to L2. Got a third one. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit more now. So I don't know, it's just the RNG just seemed really bad. And so I'm trying to bait out a special 2, but she just keeps on wanting to come. I keep on parrying her. And I'm like, well, if I keep getting backed up to the wall, it's going to be a problem. And so I'm trying not to dex to give her a power gain there. I gave her a power gain, get L3'd. But hey, it's Luke Cage. Luke Cage can survive this, which is awesome. So I'm going to have an indestructible, don't take any damage, and then I'm just going to go ham on her, try to heal back up, which I do. I don't have willpower, so that new debuff that she puts on, I'm not getting any heal from that. I'm not exactly sure what all it does, but here I've just pushed her to 2 bars of power again. I'm like, nah, L1 is gonna stun her, hopefully finish her off. It does. So Luke Cage, he's a really good option. Rank 4, did the job really well, and used his awaken ability. So there's another takedown. So that was last night. This morning I woke up, and these are my last 2 attempts. This is with Thing, and my main plan here was to get my rock stacks up so that I could have protection if I needed it, even from like an L3. And I could heavy, if I knew I was going to push it to an L3, I could heavy and basically mitigate all or most of the damage. I'm just trying to build up my Furies, and we'll see how this goes. So I kind of did a block on that first part of the L1, dodged the rest, and then I went back in and kind of got smacked on my intercept, but I had my Furies up, and so I got the unstoppable, not the Furies, the rock stacks. And I'm just trying to not throw my specials right now, because if I throw a special 3, particularly with 20 rock stacks, I'm going to get unstoppable, unblockable. That's going to feed her power gain, and then I won't have any rock stacks to help protect me. So she's throwing some L1s here, which is really nice. And I'm in the corner, able to evade them, and things are going well. My Furies are only up to 19. I wish I had a Human Torch here, because all these extra parries, instead of refreshing it to 20, I'd be converting those into Furies as well to have Thing hit harder. That was unblockable. I blocked it. I had my rock stack, so I went unstoppable, so it wasn't too bad, but my health was going down. But look, it's all right back up because the life transfer. So there again, I tried to block unblockable, triggered the unstoppable. Yeah, finished with full health. Life transfer on this one. As long as you got a pretty tanky champ that's just not going to die from one hit, you can recover pretty quickly. So really, this is a pretty easy Uncollected boss fight. Very doable with a number of champs. The last champ that I'm going to try is Dr. Voodoo. He's a rank 4, and the goal here was to get to a L2 with an even combo, and get her power drained. And I'm also applying Mr. Fantastic. I'm applying all the pre-fights for Voodoo. just to help with the power gains and any damage that she might inflict. So the idea here is, because I want to keep those up, is to parry and heavy to get her knocked down, to refresh those debuffs from Mr. Fantastic, to keep that helping out. Otherwise they'll expire and then they'll be off for the whole fight. So I go here, I'm almost to L2. I'm at 12 combo, 13, 14, 15, 16, and I didn't convert any of the Loas there. And I'm like, oh man, I'm so screwed. What happened? And yeah, I had a Loas on her, didn't convert any. It's unfortunate, didn't get any power draining abilities. And then I'm just like, well, I'm gonna die. So push her to L3, and there's her L3 animation again, and Voodoo's dead. So I'm like, okay, well, I can finish this off with Wasp. Wasp should be okay. She hits like a truck. This is a rank 2 unduped Wasp, 6-star. And my goal here was parry, hit, chain the heavy, which is going to apply the weakness. It's going to make her hit softer. Got her in the corner, did the heavy chain. She throws off a special, which is nice. Again, parry, go into heavy. Didn't chain that, so I don't get the weakness, but really didn't need it. And she gets some power gain here, and she's coming across the freaking whole map. Look how she was back all the way in the corner, and you almost about 2/3 of the whole map she comes across of that arena map. But I evaded it all this time, didn't get hit, countered, took her out. So that's all my uncollected runs. Again, I think if you have a tanky champ, that could potentially eat some specials. If you happen to not have the special evades down, you should be fine, because live transfer can help you out. So that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching and stopping by, and see you guys later.